Hello, team. Good to see you. Hope you're all doing well. I'll tell you how I'm doing at the moment. I'm very tired. I feel very weighted down. Wondering if you guys have been feeling a similar thing. My faith quotient and my hope quotient are low. I think if we do a big cleanup of ourselves and shift some energy, and once we've done that, let's create a big bubble again. And I feel like let's blast the telling lies and stories that doesn't just really pertain to this subject, but pertains to our shared history. But yeah, let's shoot some electric violet at the deceit and the lies and pull some more light into the situation. Okay. Anjani Devi, would you mind doing us the honour of acknowledging and welcome the country, please?
So everyone just closing your eyes and coming into your heart. Feeling the earth beneath your feet and the gratitude for all being here together. Thanking Parvati Hanumani for bringing us here every time. It's beautiful. Thank you. I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land, which we all live, work and play, and where we are here is the Awabakal. I pay my respects to the elders past, present and emerging. I extend this welcome to everybody here, and I offer my deep gratitude for all of your elders past, present and emerging, irrespective of your culture, background and tradition. Thank you.
Thank you. Closing your eyes and taking your awareness to your chest, to the centre of your chest where your heart is, heart centre or heart energy centre. And breathing love, and remember that the oneness that is in everything, that is at the centre of every part of creation, is inside us as well. Let every out-breath be an offering of love to the oneness within and the oneness all around. Good. And let every in-breath be a returning of that love, that the oneness multiplies and sends back. And as you continue to breathe that way, just allowing the room around you to dissipate into light. That's it. And opening into our beautiful wilderness classroom or wilderness sacred space that we visit, where the ancient huge trees sit back around a clearing and a tall fire burns eternally. The earth is lush. And we join here as we call on the oneness in everything. By all of the names it's ever been known, the infinite, absolute. We call on the two that arise from the one, the lunar and the solar, magnetic and active, feminine and masculine. We call on all of the spiritual teachers of each and every person here, the gurus, rishis, shamans, sages, medicine men and women, grandmothers and grandfathers of the sacred kind. We call on Mother Earth and all of the mothers of the kingdoms of nature, the elements and the directions. We call on the sun and the moon, the planets and the constellations, the movement of our solar system. I call on the full blazing presence of every person here, on the I am within each person, the oneness, and the personal inner plane teams who love us unconditionally from the spiritual hierarchy. And we do call to join us the heart-centered sacred activists from throughout time. We ask that the potent, powerful love of Martin Luther King, of Mahatma Gandhi, of Nelson Mandela, of the many peaceful warriors who have stood up for love and done that from a place of love. We ask today that we be receptive to all healing and transformation, liberation, light, love and power. We ask that we be open to transforming any separateness, blame, and isolation into unity. We give thanks for all veils of illusion that are peeled away for us, and that our true, potent, blazing selves can shine through all parts of our incarnated lives. May each and every person in this space doing the meditation right now or later, may you understand, truly know, and deeply realize that creation celebrates this transformation in you, and creation responds by changing itself. May we all shine our truest light for the right reasons and from the right vibration. Through divine grace, so be it. Add your aho, your amen, your I agree, whatever that is. And connecting up through the crown, breathing that love through the heart, and taking your awareness up, and let the center, the energy center at the top of the head, open and expand with that love. No matter what prison, physical, mental, emotional, implied or literal, no matter what prison we find ourselves in, there's a place where we cannot be touched. The truth of us cannot be imprisoned in any way. The truth of us cannot be tainted in any way. So breathing that truth as you let the top of your head open up, that you be more connected with the everything, the all that is. And we ask that the violet flame begin to pour down. And first of all, saturating into the crown. And let it saturate into that top third of the brain too. This is where our stress gathers most readily and most easily. And it's often why stress causes us to feel alone or isolated, is because this crown chakra connects us with the everything. So really letting the violet flame pour in and repeating after me. I give all of my stress. Won't command anything, or just do it by intention. That's it. I give all of my stress to the violet flame, to be dissolved and disintegrated from my crown chakra now. And take a deep breath in from above, pull the fire out into the top of the head, and then breathe back out through the top of the head. Good. And then letting the violet fire begin to pour right down through us. It's abundant, but it's not forceful. Let it saturate into those parts of you that, for those of you who had these experiences, wherever that is, but for those of us listening to the experiences of people being refused to be seen by GPs, or refused service, or locked out of places, let the fire come right through you and saturate into wherever you feel that. That's it. Remember, you've got a back of you as well as a front of you. That's better. That's it. I say, I command all negative thoughts, vibrations and energy, and all pockets of trapped emotion to leave my body, mind, and energy field now. Take a deep breath in from above. Breathe that fire out of every cell of your body. Good. Good. Let the fire flood down through you again. And say, I release all cords of attachment to all of the frustrations, outrages, fears and anxieties. I dissolve and release the cords now. Breathing in and out through everywhere. Interesting. Could we say, and I release all of the cords that have attached into me from others, whether they're loved ones, friends, acquaintances, colleagues, or organizations and groups. I release the cords now. That's it. And taking a deep breath in and breathing out through everywhere. And if so, the cords I'm talking about are the cords where a family member might use manipulation of some kind, or the but we care about you, kind of the things where people want to wrap you up in their story or in their version. That's it. So just letting go of anyone else's cords that have projected into you. Good. And say, and I call back my spirit from wherever it is being drained. I call back my spirit now. Breathing in. Holding the breath for a moment. And your out breath, let it go down to just below the navel. That's right, in the belly. Good. Okay, let's see. More violet fire. We're just going to keep getting saturated here for a while. Let there be a stronger concentration of it near the back of the brain and the back of the neck. And say, I choose to disconnect from the dominant mass consciousness of the narrative of fear. Taking a deep breath in. Breathe out of the back of the neck and the back of the brain. Good. Then let the fire come through and say, I choose to isolate and release the astral soup of anxiety that is that narrative. And take a big breath in from above. Lots of violet flame. Breathe out through everywhere. Good. Let that violet fire keep running for a moment and becoming aware of the vagus nerve. So I'm going to describe where it goes, but you don't have to know it. You just need to intend that we work with it. So the vagus nerve originates in the cervical spine, and it comes down kind of from the throat. A branch of it goes, so it runs down the central part of your body. A branch of it goes to the heart, the physical heart. Another branch goes into the stomach. Another branch into the intestines. And other branches come from that. This is the nerve in our system that determines whether we're calm, whether we respond from calm, or whether we react from fight, flight, freeze, fawn. Okay. So now that you know where it is, say, I choose to dissolve and release the consistent message of fear and anxiety affecting my vagus nerve right now. I dissolve and release it thoroughly and completely. I forgot one of the branches comes up under the tongue. Take a breath of the fire in from above and breathe in brilliant light between the eyebrows. And then breathing out through the throat area and under the jaw there. Good. We're going to breathe in again from above and light in between the eyebrows. Down this time and out through the whole of the chest. Good. Another breath of the fire in from above and the light in between the eyebrows. Beautiful. Sending it down and out through the stomach area, the solar plexus at the top of the stomach. Good. In again from above and in between the eyebrows. And out through the navel area. Good. Say, I'm a sovereign being of light. And I claim my sovereignty now by commanding that the consistent messaging of fear be dissolved and released from my body, mind, and energy field. Take a breath in and breathing out through everywhere. Good. All right. Let that violet fire keep pouring through us. And we're going to use that center between the eyebrows. It's called an Ajna or Agnia Chakra. And it's a master chakra. It's where our higher will connects into us. So with your awareness there between the eyebrows, say, I choose to dissolve and release all errant thoughts and thought forms that are holding doubt, frustration, and despair in place. I consciously release that now. Breathing in from above and in between the eyebrows. And this time as you breathe out, intend that you breathe out around every cell in your body. Again, breathe that fire in from above and breathing brilliant light in between the eyebrows. And again, out around every cell in your body. Good. And say, and I ask that all of the beings that hold the vibrations of doubt, hopelessness, frustration, and anger in place, leave me now and return to your homes. Take a nice breath in from above, and from the core of your being, breathe out through everywhere. That was helpful. Everyone's field just got bigger. So we're going to say that again. Say, I command that all of the beings whose job is hopelessness or despair, helplessness and fear, please leave me now and return to the source. Take a deep breath in and flushing out through everywhere. Okay. All right. Let me see. Okay, connecting with a white light now. Let the light that pours down, let it become quite brilliant and sparkly. And let it come in and saturate you, especially through the parts where you've felt heavy or tired or burdened. That's it. And say, I follow the truth in my heart. And I know that I'm on course while ever I follow the truth in my heart. That's it. Even if it's not everyone else's truth. I follow the truth in my heart. Beautiful. And let that light come in like cream. Beautiful, thick, soothing, cooling, calming, and the texture of cream. That's it. Let it come into every part of you. And what if you say, I choose to surrender. All of the parts of me that fear rejection, abandonment, or not belonging. I choose to surrender these things to the white light now. And really letting the light pour in and pick up your bits of, I'll be rejected, I'll be alone, I won't belong, I'll be banished or excluded. I'll be ghettoed. Let the light saturate every part of that. That's it. And then let's be really brave and say, and I choose to give any part of me that wants to exclude any other part of creation, I choose to give that to the white light now. And then just let the light in. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then connecting with the ancestors who Anjani Devi so beautifully invoked at the beginning, our own ancestors and the ancestors of the country we're on, wherever we be right now. Connecting with them, and we ask that the ancestors surround our circle and our fire now. And that each of us have the hand of a wise ancestor on the back of our heart. And when I say ancestor, I mean long ago ancestor. I mean 10,000 years ago ancestor. That's it, 50,000 generations. That's the way. And they're going to put their hand on the back of your heart between your shoulder blades. And I ask these ancestors from all of the people on earth, I ask that you infuse into our hearts a blessing of unity with all life. And please bless into our hearts wise and peaceful ways to be empowered and strong. That's it. If you think thank you, and you're allowed to think it as many times as you like, the blessing from the ancestor will get stronger. That's it. Breathing it in between the shoulder blades to the center of your heart, your chest area, and then breathing it out through everywhere. Let the energy travel through you. We ask that this gift coming in through our back heart awaken our own ancient memories of being one with all life, one with all things and the spaces between them. One with all plants, animals, minerals, mycelium, eukaryotes. That's it. Breathe it in. That's it. Just receiving. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle around to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. And feeling the brilliance of light growing within yourself and those in our group around the fire and the ancestors standing behind each of us. Great light and great strength, faith and hope. Beautiful. Take a breath in and sending love in both directions from your heart chakra to the people on your left and your right. Send your love all the way around the circle, crossing over at the person opposite you on the other side of the fire and coming all the way back to you. And feel how that has happened with every person in the circle. And that the strength is growing. Beautiful. Notice that the fire lowers itself to quite small, and a clear bubble of energy descends so that it sits between us, easy to see. In this bubble today are the lies, the deceits, the secrets, the coercions, the under the table dealings, the secret dealings, the influences over individuals and groups, all of that stuff. The more I look at it, the more it becomes looking like a writhing mass of licky looking darkish stuff, which is symbolic language, you know. So what I'd like us all to do is to point your hands, your palms, toward the bubble of light, like you're putting up two stop signs almost. That's it. And what we're going to do each time we do a release with this, we're going to breathe the fire down through us to our heart center, and then we're going to send it with an out breath down through our arms and out of our hands and into the bubble. Okay, and with each blast, remember that each person here, every individual, holds the exponential power of the whole group. And so then the group holds the exponential power of that. So when you direct the energy, it's not just little old individual us. It's much bigger than that. So you can start doing that breathing whenever you like. And what if we start with we now command that the darkness of deception, secrecy and lies be dissolved and disintegrated from the situation at hand. Take a deep breath in from above of the fire, down to the heart center, and sending it out of the hands and into the bubble. Good. Say, we command that all consciousness of coercion, coercive thoughts, words and actions, and threats of any kind to be dissolved and disintegrated thoroughly and completely now. Take a deep breath in from above, violet fire, a ton of it. Send it out through the hands, dissolve, 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 and really see the fire penetrate the clear bubble and go into There. Say, we now command that all greed, hunger for power, power over, be dissolved and disintegrated throughout the entire field. Breathing in from above, send the fire into the bubble. Say, we now command that the veils that have been obscuring the whole of the truth now be dissolved and disintegrated, extracted and expelled. Breathing in from above to the heart, send it into the bubble. That's it. We're going to do that one again. Say, we command through our unified will that the veils that obscure the secret machinations, coercive planning, and power over now be destroyed. Good. Breathing in from above, tons of fire in through the top of the head, out through the hands. Good. Good. Keep it coming. Say, through our combined intent, we command that all lies, misinformation, half-truths be exposed and uncovered throughout the mass consciousness. Take a deep breath in. Send the energy out of your hands. Good. And we're going to get a bit of help from the sky. So anyone that's ever come to any astrology work I've done, especially the work I do with the Star Day, Diana, you'll know that Pluto, the planet that upheaves, has been sitting in the constellation of Capricorn, the sign of, well, at the moment it's the sign of patriarchal structure and those old structures for banking, institutions, organisations, governments, which has been rigid, unyielding, oppressive and separative. Pluto's job has been to keep upheaving that, and we've seen that through many, changes in world banking and the introduction of cryptocurrency and exposure of the Catholic Church's crimes against its parishioners in many places. All of that being uncovered is synchronistic with the journey of Pluto through Capricorn. So what if we say, we ask the spirit of Pluto to upheave the structures in our societies that would support the continuation of power imbalance, economic imbalance, resource imbalance, and opportunity imbalance. We ask that those structures be destroyed, particularly with regards to this situation. Good. Now this time, drawing energy from Pluto, way out there, and add it to the violet flame. It wants to upheave so gems can be uncovered underneath. So breathe it all in and send that into the bubble. That's it. And then what I'd like to get us to say is, through our combined intent, we choose to destroy all structures of consciousness, programs or beliefs that seek to separate any minority, any group that is different. We ask that the demonizing of the other, be dissolved and disintegrated through divine grace now. We'll breathe in from the sky and breathe that purple fire, flood it into the bubble. That's beautiful. And say, and we command that the cords of energy, the ropes of mental and emotional manipulation, that trick people, or hoodwink people, may they be dissolved now. That's it. And breathing in and sending into all of the cords of manipulation. Beautiful. And now pick a colour of the rainbow. If you're feeling good and vibrant, pick the whole rainbow, but let that colour flood down through you and out of your hands and into the bubble of light. Full rainbow. And we ask that the octaves of colour spectrum from the unseen world, the highest vibrational colours, spectrum colours, flow through us and into the bubble. That's it. Just keep breathing it in from above and sending it from your hands. I'd like you to intend that you now send like 80% from your hands, and you hold 20% of this vibrant colour, and that it's going to fill you, the 20% you keep holding with each breath. And may this multicolour flood into the bubble of energy that is the world COVID situation. May this vibrant colour infect every person. May this vibrant colour infect everyone. May it saturate into every consciousness on this planet, the vibrant, beautiful colour. And may it awaken people to the embracing of what is different, to the true understanding that it's our differences that make unity so brilliant, so rich, so powerful. It's the embracing of diversity. That's it. And we ask that this colour fill the world, fill humanity, fill creation, and awaken everyone. Beautiful. Stabilise that. And we're going to let the bubble rise up a bit, but not all the way yet. And I'm just going to ask that you practice right now sending some love to someone who, or a group who might have been hard. Like it, there's a number of prominent people who feature in this the global situation who spring to mind. But if there's ones that you find that you want to reject and push away, I'd ask you to keep in mind that they are souls as well, just like you, and they're a part of creation just like you, just like me. And we don't want to reject them, but we want to be able to love into a place where there's unity, where there's freedom to be the whole of self, the whole of authentic self. So practice sending love. Okay, so see how that feels? Good. Now just put your hands in this prayer mudra for a moment here at the heart and say, I ask for a blessing from the ancestors to learn how to be inclusive, in such a way as to bring love to all situations. That's it. That's it. And really, really have that prayer strong in your heart. And we're going to ask the ancestors to amplify it now. I'm going to talk for a moment just while they're doing that so I can explain kind of more what I mean. So there's a particular tribe or location in one of the countries in Africa where you're given a song by your mum from the moment she knows she's pregnant. She sings your song, your own song. She sings it to you all through the pregnancy, and she sings it to you through your life, and everyone in the village learns your song. And so what happens is if you really stuff something up bad and make a bad mistake or do something wrong, then what the people do is bring you into a circle in the center of the village, and they sing your song to you to remind you who you are. And that's the kind of thing I'm going for here, is that we send love to those who would violently oppress, inhibit, imprison, suppress, control, coerce, threaten. I ask that we let love flow from our heart, which is the universal song of everyone. Let love flow from your heart to those people as best you can. And we ask that the song of love, love itself, flow from our hearts. And remind those who have forgotten who they are. May they be reminded of who they are. May they be reminded. 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 May their song be sung throughout the heavens. Beautiful. And then again, just putting your hands in the prayer mudra for me, if you wouldn't mind, if they're not there still. And we do ask for our prayers of love and empowerment, our prayers for success, our prayers for freedom. We ask that our prayers for freedom and choice gather here now and multiply through our own unified intention. May the prayers for inclusion, for freedom, for peace, and for choice multiply and multiply and multiply and flood throughout all of humanity and all of creation. That's right. Sending your prayers into the places where good works are being done. So to each other to start with, but to organisations like Reclaim the Line, AFL solicitors, the organisations are very brave medical people who are stepping up to speak. Our prayers go to those who organise the marches, the brave souls who attend the marches. Our prayers go up for the support of all of those people who are seeking to bring humanity into more peace than ever before. So just take a moment, speak your own prayer from your heart. Beautiful. Thank you, everybody. And then noticing that the bubble that we were projecting the energy into before is rising up and up and up. And it's going to go to where it can do some good. And the fire grows once more, becoming aware of particularly the ancestor whose hand was at the back of your heart. Thank you. And sending them your deep gratitude. Beautiful. Sending all the ancestors, whose memories we hold in ourselves as well. To all the ancestors, thank you, thank you, thank you. To the original custodians of all lands, thank you. To the spiritual teachers, shaman, the rishis or sages or wisdom keepers throughout time, thank you for the wisdom. To the great examples we have of peaceful, non-violent protest, agitation, dissidence. May we truly be our whole selves, and may we carry the great qualities of non-violence, of love in the heart. May we be blessed with the attributes required for this, such as those like Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela and Mahatma Gandhi had. May every one of us, may this be the bringing forth of the truth of us all. So be it. Beautiful. And sending your gratitude around the circle and around the fire to everybody and to nature herself. And just engaging with that breath of love. Beautiful. Thanking the enormous trees in the wilderness classroom as they dissipate into light, the fire being the last thing remaining, and as it dissipates, just breathe a little of it into your heart chakra in the center of your chest. a little gift of that eternal flame. That's it. Breathing the loving breath, breathing love out to everything and breathing it in from everything as the room around you coalesces back into physical existence. And wriggling your fingers and toes and opening your eyes when you're ready. Thank you, everybody. I hope that felt helpful for you. Oh, good. Good, good, good. Unicorns dancing with rainbows through world COVID situation. I love that. Confirmation of a job well done. Yeah, golden sparkles too. I love your clairvoyance. Thank you. I may add, heart, love reigns. Deep bows and waves of love, beautiful souls. Oh, you're awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you all for coming. Yeah, it was a big, powerful calling of the ancestors. Thanks for kicking that off, Anjani Devi. Very beautiful. Awesome, as always. You really called them in. Well, the next one will be 3 weeks today. We think Monday night's a good time. Every third Monday seems to be working. So we're going to stick with it. You will, of course, get your reminder email from the gorgeous Hanumani. Thank you, Hanumani. And it will have the link to the YouTube video. So thank you for all coming and being and staying and being your whole selves. Namaste. And we shall see you all in 3 weeks' time. Lots of love, hey? Mwah. Bye.